YouTube channel, or welcome back. My name is Bella and this is my YouTube channel. So don't mind the setup. I'm currently trying to figure out where I want to record like sit down videos. This is the best I've got for right now. I have my camera on a tripod. I have my bookshelf behind me and I have my little TBR cart. So this is what I'm doing for right now. And there's a room over here because today I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews of my 5-star books. So I am so excited for today's video. So I'm leaving this space so I can put in images of the reviews. So pretty much if you don't know what this video is, I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews on Goodreads of books that I've rated 5 stars. So I know you can also do the opposite where it's rating or reading 5-star reviews on my 1-star rated books, but I don't really have enough for that. I could always do like 2-star, 3-star if you want, but I figured I definitely have some very strong 5-star books, so why not start there, because I definitely have some opinions. I also want to say that I'm in no way hating or like condoning any hate on the people that wrote these 1-star reviews. Obviously everyone is going to have their own opinion on books, and that is completely fine. Everyone is totally entitled to how they want to feel in the book. I may love it, they might hate it, and a book that they might love, I might not like. So no hate towards them. This is all in good fun. I'm just giving my opinion and thoughts. But so yeah, I'm so excited. I'm currently in my little reading chair, and I have my Reading is My Happy Place blanket that I got from my grandma, so very exciting and very cozy. I'm also in my You Are Bigger Than What Is Making You Anxious hoodie. It is very hot where I live, but I am manifesting that cold weather. I want it to be Christmas time so bad. I want it to be in the 50s to 60s, which I know is not cold by any means, but it's better than 90 plus 100 degree weather. So again, just manifesting that cold weather. I keep getting off track. I just bought this sweater. It's a Christmas sweater, and it has like this picture of like a snowman in like a snowy landscape, and it says snowflakes or angel kisses, and I love it so much. I have not worn it, but I really want to. When it becomes Christmas time, I want to go thrifting and I want to find like Christmas hoodies and shirts and like sweaters and stuff. So that's going to be a video to look forward to. I literally am so excited to it because the thrift store that I go to Salvation Army, and they often have like Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays 50% off deals. So I'm hoping that I get some good deals for cheap sweaters. Anyways, on to what this whole video is about. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm logging on to Goodreads now, which, by the way, my Goodreads is going to be linked down below in the description. So if you want to go be my friend, we can talk about books, because that's what I do. I keep getting sidetracked, but I'm also super excited because this is my first like actual sit down video where I just sit and talk with you. So that is so fun in my opinion. I love these types of videos. I know I've been doing a lot of vlogs and I have another one probably coming out soon, but I figured why not just do a little sit down video for once. Okay, so starting off, where do I want to start? I'm going to start off strong, and I'm going to start with Archer's Voice. This is one of my favorite books. I have it annotated and tabbed. So Archer's Voice is the book I'm going to start with, and I'm very scared because I take no Archer's Voice hate. I do not allow it. Okay. Pulled it up, and as you can see, 5 stars. I love it so much. I have a review. You can go read it. It is a 4.21 rating, so obviously it's a good book because why would it not be? I'm actually like more scared than I should be. So there is 527,000 ratings, and there are only 8,600 1-star reviews. So let me try and find one. Okay, I found one. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to put it here. Wish I could turn back time to the good old days when there was no book talk to trick me into reading some cheesy book about some lame one-dimensional characters written by authors who have no idea what they're talking about. Let's break this apart piece by piece. In regards to the book talk comment, I personally don't have any problems with book talk. I think, yeah, they do talk about the same books over and over again. But I feel like without book talk, like, I know a lot of people read, but I feel like it has brought so much hype and so many people have started reading because of book talk. So without book talk, like, I don't know, I feel like reading, it wouldn't be as, like, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be as huge as it is now, but it wouldn't be as, like, I don't know, I feel like when people think about reading, they obviously think about book talk, and I 100% love scrolling through book talk, like, nothing there. I don't know what you're talking about, but book talk recommending this book it's a good one. They didn't trick you into nothing because you were blessed with reading this book. This book, you were lucky to have this book grace. Grace your reading. Okay, book talk to trick me into reading some cheesy books. I will say I can kind of understand that comment because I feel like a lot of book talk books, not that they're cheesy in general, but they do have some cheesy scenes, and I feel like Archer's Voice does have some cheesy scenes, but I love it. I eat it up every single time. I am such a sucker for, like, cheesy romances or just cheesy scenes. Like, they're so cute. How can you not love a good cheesy scene? So I can agree with what you're saying, but it's a good thing, not a bad thing. Authors who have no idea what they're talking about. I actually think that these characters were very 2-3-dimensional, actually. I feel like they had so much depth, like their background and going into that, like, I don't know, they just had backstory and you learn about it and you grow to love the characters, so I do not think they were one-dimensional. And then authors who have no idea what they're talking about, that I can't speak on because I have no idea if Mia Sheridan actually knows what she's talking about. When I read this book, it sounded like she did, so I would have thought she knew. And how can you say that someone doesn't know what they're talking about? Like, I don't know. I bet she did research into this and was, like, trying to be as sensitive as she could to the topic. So, I don't know. That's one review. I'm getting heated. Oh my god. This one's really funny. This was actually a good one. The way this was written reminds me of a child trying to tell a story, but they keep repeating themselves. That is a roast if I've ever heard one. The only comment is literally the skull emoji. I don't necessarily know what you mean when you say that. Like, I feel like the book wasn't repetitive. Like, I don't know, I feel like most books nowadays, they do get repetitive. It's the same back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I feel like in this book, there wasn't really any back and forth. Like, when I read it, I was hooked in the entire time. I think I read it in one sitting. I did not feel like it was just repetitive. No children trying to repeat themselves. That's so funny. I don't know, I didn't feel like it was repetitive. I felt like the storyline was good. It was stuff that I haven't read before. So I enjoyed it very much, obviously. Okay, here's another one. This is the book all you romance readers book push on everyone. This book has a 4.3 Goodreads average. No, just no. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. And there's a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What's that? GIF? So I automatically give this review bonus points because that GIF is so funny. That GIF. How do you say it? I'm not old, I swear. Like, I should know how to say it. That gets bonus points. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. That's so crazy. This book is rated for, what is it rated now? 4.21. So it's gone down. Your review brought the points down, actually. But that's so funny. Oh my god. So it's in quotes, oh my god, caveman vibes with the heart eye emoji. End quotes. But he actually acts like a caveman. Well, I mean, come on. He literally lives on land in the middle of a huge property. He lives by himself. He has no interaction with anyone because everyone has ostracized him. So I feel like he's gonna act like a caveman because he hasn't interacted with someone since he was literally a little kid. So I'm like kicking my legs. Like, I feel like he has the right to act like a caveman, and he never acted like harshly towards Bree. Like he was never mean to her or anything. Like, I don't know. Like he had every right to act like a caveman because everyone was treating him like a caveman. So this next one I think is gonna be the last one for this book, and it says, "Who is rating this book 5 stars?" It's me. I am. I will proudly raise my hand. I'm rating this book 5 stars. I will, and it will forever be 5 stars because this book is a work of art. It's beautiful. So those were the reviews on Archer's Voice. My opinion still stands. I will take no Archer's Voice hate because unacceptable, not okay. I suggest everyone goes and changes their review and rates it 5 stars. Please, for me. Do it for me. The next book that I have rated 5 stars, I'm going to be reviewing 1-star reviews, is A Court of Mist and Fury. I have not gone through and annotated yet, but I definitely plan to. I think, let me see. Oh, I've already kind of gone in and like underlined, and then, oh, I have. I've even like highlighted and written. When I annotate, also, quick side note, if you guys want me to do a book on how I annotate, or a video on how I annotate my books, let me know down below, because I definitely can. I don't usually annotate actually in the book, but I have started to. I'm just flipping through my, here's my bookmark. Anyways, I started to review it, but I'm going to be reviewing 1-star reviews on A Court of Mist and Fury. And this was literally, when I read this book, I was in such a slump. Like, this book left me feeling empty for so long, because I immediately went into A Court of Wind and Ruin, I think it is. Yeah, War. I immediately went into the next book and finished that, and then I have not read A Court of Starlight and Frost and Starlight. I'm just shaking my head while editing this entire section. For someone who claims that this is one of her favorite books, I can't seem to get the names of the books right. I might read that one, I don't know, and then I will not be reading A Court of Silver and Flames, I think. I should know the names, but anyways, I'm going to be reading this. This is my favorite book by far out of the series. So let's see what kind of things people have to say about this. I don't know that I'm ready. I will take no Rhys slander at all. I refuse. Absolutely. He is perfect. No Rhys slander. Once again, 5 stars. It was also given the Goodreads Choice 2016 award, so obviously it's a fan favorite for some reason. This has 2 million reviews, 2 million, almost 300 reviews, and it only has 13,500 1-star reviews, so let's see. Okay, just what I expected. DNF, seriously, anyone who manages to finish this book deserves an award. I finished this book gladly. I finished it in like a few days. Where's my award? Hand it over. Give me the award. I would gladly take an award for reading this book because this book was so freaking good. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me my award for reading this book. I'm waiting. I will be forever waiting for that award. I'm gonna read parts of this one. Cause okay, the way this one is written is beautiful, beautifully written, but what's being said is crazy. I have sat here for several minutes now, staring at my blinking cursor, head propped up on a single hand, trying to work out who is the one most to blame for this abomination. Is it Bloomsbury who agreed to pay for and distribute this garbage? Is it the editor who never once thought to hit Control-A and delete keys? That just clicked what that said. Is it the fandom who willingly part with their own hard-earned cash to feed the machine? I will let you know, my dad bought this book for me for Christmas, so it wasn't my hard-earned money, it was my dad's. The real answer is, of course, it is none of these people. It is Moss herself, Sarah J. Maas. Moss herself. Matt Moss, who I firmly believe after reading this novel, is an alien with the barest knowledge of how human relationships work. I I kind of disagree with you there. I think the relationship between Feyre and Rhys is beautiful. It is so heart-wrenching and just so perfect, their relationship. I wish I had a relationship like that. The Control A delete key thing was insane. You really think the editor should have deleted 600 pages of beautiful literature? The fandom, I'm sorry, I'm a part of that fandom. I went through my ACOTAR fandom where I watched edits and scoured Pinterest for hours for aesthetics, and I had a widget on my phone of them. Yeah, I'm a part of the fandom, so. I mean, okay, I can't be that much a part of the fandom because I only have the second book. So that makes me better, right? Better than? Okay, I don't care. I love this book. This book is perfect. That's insane. And calling Sarah J. Maas an alien, that's insane. Oh, the one that got that reaction is, yeah, I'm not gonna read 626 pages of Faye. So, DNF. For now. That is so funny. So you're willing to DNF the book for now. Right now, you're not in the mood. I get that. But when are you going to come back to it? When is the later? Because you said for now you're DNFing. I think it's time. Here, take the book. Take it. And give it another try. Because I promise that's not all that this book is about. I promise. I promise. Oh, does that mean I don't promise? I promise. That's not all this book is about. It's about a lot more. That review's so funny though. That's a good one. My book, how many pages is my book? 626, you're right. So, I enjoyed it. I was there for it. So, I don't know what to say, but it was definitely worth it. I would definitely give it another go, please. 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 I'm not trying to push my bookish opinions on you, by the way. All jokes and fun here. I promise. This one is very simple and it gets straight to the point. What the hell did I just read? Ugh. You know, sometimes I think the same thing. Not for this book, for other books, but I appreciate how straightforward to the point you are. You, no BS, you went straight to the point and you're like, this is how I feel. We can appreciate that. Okay, this is going to be the last one for A Court of Mist and Fury, so last review. I'm very proud to announce that my desire to read overhyped YA/book talk fantasy romance era is officially over. I'm glad that your era is over, but my era is still going on. I definitely don't think this book falls under YA. It definitely shouldn't. Book talk, fantasy romance, that it does fall under. I haven't read many book talk fantasy romances, I don't think. But this one was definitely worth it. Again, I stick with my opinions. This book, worth it. So pretty. Look at it. It's gorgeous. So worth it. Yeah, I don't know. This book's not for everyone. I get that. It is. I feel like it's high fantasy. There's so much world building. I like just like pure romance books. This book is not that. So that was all of the 1-star reviews of A Court of Mist and Fury, one of my all-time favorite books. Moving on, I guess. If they hated those ones, they are definitely going to go feral over The Deal. This covers. Actually, okay, unpopular opinion. These covers don't bother me that bad. I feel like they could be worse. I have annotated it, so obviously I liked it a lot. I can only imagine what they're gonna say, but again, I will take no Garrett hate because this is one of my first like book talk books, I think, and I fell in love with it. I still have The Mistake. That's the next book in the series, I'm pretty sure, and I have not read it, and I don't know when I will, but we'll see. So let's look up The Deal. Again, 5 stars, if you can see. 5 stars. So, let's see. This one has 797,000 reviews, and it has 10,700 one-star reviews. So, okay, let's see this one. So I will say, I have not read this book in so long. When did I read this book? Let's see. I finished this book in March. Oh. Okay, well, I read this book March 8th, 2022. Oh my god, I just deleted my review. Oh my god, I thought I deleted my review. But as you can tell, I go on a very long rant about how much I love Garrett Graham in this. I have not read this book since 2022, so I do not remember a lot of it, but I remember really liking it, so we're gonna see what the reviews say. So, the first review is DNF after the second chapter. Heart. Cannot stand gross guys' POVs where they act like pigs and objectify women. Heart. That's so real. I cannot stand books like that either. I would definitely DNF. I want to see, is the second chapter Garrett's POV? Oh, look, I also have this little, I don't know if you can see, but I have this embroidery. So, I embroidered the book because I was like, I'm never getting rid of it. This is forever mine. Chapter 2 is Garrett. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember Garrett ever objectifying women. I don't know if it's talking about like one of his roommates. I don't remember what chapter 2 was. But if that's how you feel, I can totally understand why you would stop reading. But I would say continue on because the rest of the book is good. But I understand why you would stop if that's true. This one is also very straight to the point. It just says, I don't like Elle Kennedy. Sorry, not sorry. You know, I wish you went a little bit more into it, I'm going to be honest, because I want to know why. Why don't you like Elle Kennedy? What's going on? What caused that? I want to know. Oh my god, this one is so funny. It says, oh my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomatoes. I never would have guessed that you're throwing tomatoes after repeating it 3 times. That is so funny. The way that they had to spell it out, literally throwing tomatoes, is so funny to me. Very insightful. I learned a lot from this review. Sorry guys, my camera died. I don't know if the camera is in the same position, but my camera died, so I'm currently charging my camera, or the battery died. So I'm currently charging it, so we will see. It's recording now, it says, so let's hope so. I don't really remember where we left off. I know it was on the deal. Oh, throwing tomatoes. That's so funny. I love your use of imagery. It really added to your review. So 10 out of 10 review. Loved it. Let's read this one. This one's interesting. Okay. The most obnoxious man in the world fails his ethic midterm because he's dumb as hell. His classmate, whose primary character trait is trauma, which most book characters I feel's main trait is trauma. Very true. Does well on the test, and this makes the idiot feel entitled to harass her until she agrees to tutor him. I don't remember it happening that way necessarily, but if you say so. Everyone is drop dead gorgeous here at Stepford University, and the hormones flow. So my camera died again. I also got super hot, so I took off my hoodie. Manifesting the cold weather did not work, so I took the sweatshirt off. I don't remember exactly, because now some time has passed. It's 11:30 at night, so I don't know exactly where I left off. Oh, okay. So everyone's drop dead gorgeous, and the hormones flow almost as freely as the shaming. The girl whose name doesn't matter because the a-hole won't use it anyway has a crush on a fellow classmate and fake dates the moron to make the classmate jealous. Then it goes on and on, on and on. Oh, one of the comments under that said not trying to judge a book by its cover, but expected. I didn't think that Garrett was obnoxious. But then again, I haven't read it in 2 years, so what do I honestly know? Who knows? I love how in detail you go and how you make fun of the book and like what happens. Like that's just so funny to me. Good review. This one made me giggle. If this is the kind of book that has an average rating of above 4 stars, society is effed. I think that's taking it a little too far. I feel like society is not ruined because this book is rated 4 stars. I love the dramatics. So true. I oftentimes act like that. Very funny. Don't listen to those reviews. Go read the deal. Even if you end up hating it, it's a review for the book, so it's all publicity is good publicity, I guess is the saying, right? So they're reading the book. I bought the book. I paid money for it, so I fell right into the trap. This book is like one of my oh I don't know what's going on. This book is one of my 5-star books, but obviously it's like not my top 5-star read. Yeah, go read the deal. Would strongly recommend. Moving on to what I think is going to be the final book I'm going to review for this video is Binding 13. This book is probably one of, like this series, I've only read Binding and Keeping 13, but as you can tell, I have the whole series. I buy the books as they come out. The 2, Binding and Keeping 13, I literally read the 2 of them in 5 days, and it's like a total of like 1,000 book pages or something. Literally changed my life. I think about this book every day. I literally have a picture of Johnny and Shannon on my bookshelf because I'm obsessed with them. I'm so in love. I think I really want to do a reading vlog of the series, so that might be coming soon. I also am going to go through and annotate the book because I'm never getting rid of these copies. I'm keeping them. I really wish I bought the like Larry Reed's and Eternal books or something, a crossover with the special covers, but it was like $80 and I don't have the money for that. But literally this book means everything to me, and I cannot wait to annotate it and tab it up. I know I've said I will not take any hate for any other books, but this book I specifically mean I will take no hate. This book, Keeping 13. If I do a part 2 to this series, I definitely have a lot more books that I can read 1-star reviews of, and I can do Keeping 13 in the next one, but I literally will not take any hates, and any hate is not valid. Nope, I will not accept it at all. This is honestly the book that I'm most scared to read the 1-star reviews of, and I don't want to read them. You can see Binding 13, 5 stars. I'm so scared. This book has only 195,000 reviews, which is crazy to me because this book should have so much more. It is literally such a good book. So good. It only has 2,800 1-star reviews, so that's how you know that. Oh my god, these reviews are already hurting me so bad. Oh god, I don't know that I can do this. Worst $6 I've ever spent in my MF life. Reading this book was the equivalent to ripping out each individual hair follicle on my head. First of all, I don't know if you're talking about audiobook or online, but I wish I spent $6 on this book. I spent a lot more, and I'm so glad I spent so much more because every dollar is worth it. I think it's a little much to be saying that reading this is the equivalent to ripping out each individual hair follicle, because I would much rather read this book than do that. I don't think reading this book could physically bring you pain, but I mean, maybe it can. I actually can't believe I avoided every spoiler on this book like the MF plague, thinking the series was going to be a banger. All that hard work for nothing. Wattpad, I'm so sorry for ever comparing this book to you. I've read better books on Wattpad 1,000,000 times better than whatever the F I just read. Okay. I can understand that, yes, there are some really good books on Wattpad. I've read some really good books that have turned into books. But I'm sorry, this is a work of art. This is a masterpiece. And to say, sorry Wattpad for comparing me to this, Wattpad would literally, should be thankful to be compared to this book. Because this book, so good. So, I'm getting so mad. I promise also, the people that wrote these reviews, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your opinions. No, I'm just kidding. But side eye. This one is also very straight to the point and I can appreciate it. No way y'all like this. I'm sorry to say that. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. I like this book a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I can make a drinking game of how many times A, Shannon's called tiny, and B, Johnny talks about his. But I die of alcohol poisoning. Honestly, I feel like that's very true. I don't think it's worth the 1-star rating, but Shannon is literally called tiny so often in this book. I don't remember that Johnny part, but I haven't read this book in a while too, so I need to do a reread. But Shannon is really compared and called tiny a lot, so that I can understand, because sometimes it does get too much when, like, oh, the girls are so tiny and petite and short and this and that. Like, it does get a lot sometimes. Oh my god. Don't read this. It's so bad I can't bother to write a bad review. That's how much you hate this book that you can't even write a review? I mean, save your time, I guess. Wow. Oh my god. Sorry, but this book gave me Wattpad 2.0 vibes, and while I liked that 5 years ago, I don't anymore. Hey, we're all there for some self-growth. You know, if you grew out of this book, that's your loss, I guess. This does not give Wattpad book vibes, okay? I don't know what all the hate is with Wattpad books. I'm a firm believer that Wattpad is where it all started, you know? Like, that's where my obsession started. I read, then I fell out of reading, I got into Wattpad, and it brought me back. Why is everyone hating on Wattpad? There are some good books on there. And I stand by that, 100%. This book, so good. So good. Read this book. If you've not checked trigger warnings, read this book. I will say that 100 times over. Read this book. Listen to Larissa. Listen to them. Read. Listen to Destiny. Read the books. Oh my god. See what I'm talking about? This came straight from Wattpad. What is wrong with Wattpad? I personally enjoy Wattpad. I haven't read on it in a while, but I think it's good. Why is everyone hating on it? What is going on? So what? This one's really funny. They are both minors with 3 exclamation marks. All caps. Just a fun little, that one's super funny. I liked that one. That one's very good. Just gonna say this one. Someone said Shannon is such a pathetic crybaby. I'm sorry, if I lived her life, I would probably be a crybaby too. She can be a crybaby all she wants for everything she went through. And I stand by that. I stand by it. Also, I didn't realize the age gap was like that. Someone said, it's bad enough I'm reading a romance novel between a 15-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy. I mean, yeah, that is kind of bad. I don't remember that age gap, but I'm going to take it for what it is. Not what it is. I'm going to pretend that they're both 17 or whatever. They're both of age. Just going to pretend. Man, so many of these reviews are just so short and straight to the point. Someone said, I don't get the hype. Like, they're just so straightforward. Like, thank you for getting straight to the point and telling me what you're feeling. I appreciate it. I don't have to read this huge review. Ah, 2 back-to-back. This first one, where do I ask for a refund for the time and money I wasted on this book? Hand it over. I'll take your time and your money on this book. Hand it over, please. I'll take it immediately. And then, straight after that, this one says, I'm so happy I can return books. Guys, what is going on? Like, sometimes I'll read a book and be like, wow, this is so good. And then everyone's like 1 star. And sometimes I'll read a book and I'm like, wow, this book sucked. And everyone's like 5 star. But I strongly agree that this book is a 5 star. This literally, like, I know I said everything else is my favorite, but I think this and A Court of Mist and Fury, like, these 2 books are my all-time favorite. Like, I still have all these books, and everything on this shelf I love so much. Archer, love. I'm so in love with him. Garrett, I really like him too. Reese, don't even get me started on my Reese phase, okay? But Johnny and Shannon? I don't even have the words to describe how much I just, like, I actually can't even begin to describe how much I love them. Like, I love them so much. Anyway, I honestly don't think that I can handle any more of The Binding and Keeping 13, Quartermass and Fury, Archer's Voice, The Deal. I can't handle any more hate. I can't take it. I can't deal with it. I can't. It's 11:30 at night. The hate, it's making me lose my mind. But again, I just want to emphasize that this video is all for fun and jokes. Like, anyone, if you do not agree with my book opinion, that is completely fine, because everyone has their own opinion and we've all lived such different, diverse lives that obviously we're not all going to agree on certain books and stuff. So know that I love these books. You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I suggest you get on the train and you come join me over here and we can love these books together. Also, I just gotta say that the way that the covers are like ombre in this series, so beautiful. So gorgeous. So stunning. Okay. I fixed it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you made it to this point, thank you so much for sticking around. I definitely had fun, like, besides all the little minor things like my camera completely dying and having to sit and charge it. But I enjoyed doing these little sit-down videos. I definitely want to start doing them more. Like, I know I want to do, like, monthly wrap-ups, and, like, I love the idea of doing a TBR video for, like, the month. But I'm such a mood reader. I literally just, whatever I'm in the mood for, whatever sounds good, I pick it up. Like, I don't know. I can't, like, plan to read books because I know I'll never finish them. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know I've said that like 5 times. I love you all so very much. Getting to like interact with you guys and talk to you guys is literally my favorite part of the day. All of my socials and everything is down in the description below, so you can go check those out if you want to. And if not, if you want to, maybe consider subscribing and hanging around. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!